Hello, welcome everyone. It's so great to meet with everyone virtually again. And we're just so excited to be able to come together and then talk about the most exciting product that we have in Canada, and that is 180. For people who don't know me, I'm Alice Wei. I'm the Director for Sales for North America. It's my great honor to be here with everyone today. And I will be your host for today. And I know that you're all very excited to learn more about 180, and also our preview is just around the corner next week. So for today, we have so much great information that we have ready for you. So let me go ahead and introduce our guest speaker today. Our first guest speaker for today, her name is Kayla Joyce. I'm sure that you've seen her wonderful face on our social media all the time. She is one of our product experts. She is a product marketing manager for North America. So today we will have Kayla talk more about 180 for our leaders, and then maybe potentially some of the customers here. So I'd like to turn the time over to Kayla. She is also going to have her birthday just next Tuesday, the day before our sharing phase starts. So if you want to join me to wish her an early happy birthday, you are welcome to do that. All right, Kayla, it's your turn.
Oh my gosh, Alice, you're so nice. I don't know about you guys, but I like to make my birthday a huge deal. It's more like birthday month. So I appreciate that my coworkers join me in those celebrations. So anyway, I am so excited to be here with you guys today. And I especially am excited about 180 because this has been my baby. This project has been what I have been working on for the last few months, and it is awesome. So today I'm just going to kind of run through the system, run through each of the products, let you guys know what changes there are, and also the amazing ingredients that power this system. Next slide, Eric, if you can. Okay, so kind of to give a background. So some of you may know that Korea, they are the ones who have done this big refresh with 180, and they're the only ones in the whole world who have done that, who have done the new packaging, done the updated formulas, and they also have the AMPOULE. So, you know, we've had different looks, different formulas throughout the years, as you can see on this slide. And so we're so excited to be able to bring this new packaging, these updated formulas to you guys, because it is great. Okay, next slide, please. All right, so an exciting thing too about Korea's launch, which I'm hoping gets you guys excited as well. So as you can see, their initial forecast was pretty normal, just kind of the usual numbers. We can't quite give those numbers out to you guys, but as they were building up the excitement for this launch, as they were kind of releasing what's going to happen, they were realizing, okay, we're going to need to amp up our forecast. We're going to need to provide even more, because the Korean leaders were so excited about the new packaging, the new formulas, and also the new product of the ampoules. And so as you can see, the actual forecast that they went through was 653% more than what they had initially forecasted for. So if that's not telling enough for you guys of how exciting this new update is, I mean, this is pretty telling. So next slide. All right, so now I'm going to jump in to the products, as I mentioned. So first and foremost is the 180 face wash. So this is something that everybody knows and loves, and we're actually not changing the formula on this one, because if something's not broken, why are you going to fix it? But to kind of talk about 180 face wash a little bit, it contains a 10% dose of vitamin C. And it's a truly unique experience that loyal users consider the most extraordinary anti-aging cleanser on the market. This level of vitamin C is a potent tool against visible age spots and discoloration. As New Skin 180 face wash evens overall tone, it also helps improve skin firmness. The rich, creamy formula leaves skin clean, fresh, and incredibly soft. Next slide. Okay, so for the skin mist, there are some changes as well. So the new Skin 180 Skin Mist has always been positioned not only as a toner, but a preparatory step between the vitamin C in the face wash and hydroxy acids in the cell renewal fluid. So this is kind of in order. You do the 180 face wash and then the skin mist. This product helps to calm and soothe skin. We have added the cactus ferment for this. Extracts from watermelon and apple help to provide hydration. Hydration helps maintain the structure of the skin's moisture barrier, which can help offset skin sensitization. That's a tricky word. Plus, the adenosine was added to the formula as an antioxidant. Next slide. Okay, so cell renewal fluid. I'm going to stay on this slide for a while because I'm going to get into the nitty gritty. I talked to our R&D team to kind of get some more information on hydroxy acid, so I'll jump into that later. But the cell renewal fluid is the product that has the most noticeable updates. We actually lowered a PHA that's in there and added a unique combination of AHAs that are mild. Okay, so like I said, we mentioned hydroxy acids a lot in our 180 products. So let's learn more about them and kind of what they are and what they do for your skin. So hydroxy acids are great for anti-aging, which that's what this line is all about. They provide chemical exfoliation, which helps increase the cell turnover that accompanies aging. Young, healthy cell turnover of exfoliation is approximately 28 days, whereas in the elderly, this can take 40 to 60 days. So as you age, it takes longer for that cell turnover to happen for your skin. This slowed exfoliation can leave skin looking rough and dull. Ugh, not what you want, right? So let's break down the types of hydroxy acids that are contained in the Nu Skin 180 system. So first we have alpha hydroxy acids, or AHAs. And these are a phenomenal tool to get your skin back on track. They are small molecules, which allows them to act fast on the skin. Unfortunately, their size and fast-acting capabilities can be overwhelming for some skin, resulting in that skin sensitivity, which can bring on stinging or burning and redness. But newer technologies in alpha hydroxy acids help to slow the absorption and can also be used in less acidic formulas. This helps to offset that sensitization, but still allows for the quick onset of benefits. So this is kind of what we've updated for this formula for cell renewal fluid. Polyhydroxy acids, or the PHAs, are similar to alpha hydroxy acids in their ability to help with exfoliation. Yet these molecules are larger in size and absorb more slowly. So they don't provide results as quickly, but equally through time. And then last but not least is the beta hydroxy acids, or the BHAs. And these are lipid soluble forms of hydroxy acids. These BHAs, they have greater benefits for acne prone skin or blemish prone skin. These hydroxy acids are also less sensitizing than alpha hydroxy acids. So that was a lot of information about hydroxy acids. So pretty much summing it up, we just have more gentle hydroxy acids in these formulas to bring on less sensitization for your skin. Okay, next slide. So now we have the hydrator. So going back to just these individual products, we're off of the hydroxy acids. Nu Skin 180 Hydrator helps protect skin from the effects of daily environmental stressors. Colorless carotenoids are large antioxidants. And the jojoba leaf extract is a humectant, so it helps bolster your moisture barrier. And the bisabolol, kind of a tongue twister, is a skin conditioning agent. And then you'll also see that we've also added the adenosine in this product as well as an antioxidant, as I mentioned before. Okay, next slide. All right, so the night complex. So at night, our skin is trying to recuperate from the day's stresses and prepare for the next day. And so in the routine, we have the face wash, we do the skin mist, the cell renewal fluid, and then in the morning, you do the hydrator, and then at night, you do this night complex. So the night complex was bolstered with the cactus ferment, which is added into other products as well, again, to help calm and soothe the skin, and that additional antioxidant, the adenosine. These combine with the moisturizing and revitalizing emollients. This makes it so these ingredients, they quickly assimilate with skin cells to help support the protective barrier so skin can properly repair itself during the night for silky, soft skin. So you'll wake up in the morning feeling brand new. Okay, next slide. Okay, so I have gone on and on about the ingredients, about these products, and you're okay, what does this do? Is it really as incredible as you say? And it is. So we did a 12-week clinical study conducted on 32 Korean women, because Korea's the ones, they've led the world in this. And they used the updated Nu Skin 180 system twice daily, so just doing the full routine. And more than 90% reported positive results for an array of visible skin attributes, including firmness, skin tone evenness, visibly reduced skin spot discoloration, and reduced appearance of smile and frown lines. And all 100% of the subjects noted improvements in skin luminosity or glow. So all of them agreed that, this is a benefit that they saw, which is pretty incredible. Okay, next slide. All right, now we're talking about the thing that we all want to talk about is the new AMPOULE. And Canada is only the second in the region to carry, the second in the world, not even just the region, the world, to carry the 180 AMPOULE. So we are so excited that you guys get to have this product and to be able to share it with your customers and be able to use it yourselves. So let's talk about where this fits into your routine. So it's a 2-week, once daily product. So it comes with 14 little vials. So you use it once a day and you use it in your night routine. So you add it in right before using the night complex. So right before your final step of the night. It adds added hydration to your skin, and it improves the skin brilliance and brightness. So if you go to the next slide, we can talk about the clinical study that we did. So in a third-party clinical study, the Nu Skin 180 AMPOULE was added after 2 weeks of using for an additional 2 weeks. So I explained that weird, but they used the 180 system without the AMPOULE for 2 weeks, and then they added it in for that final 2 weeks to see the difference and to see, okay, is the AMPOULE really doing what we're saying it does? And it's 2.5, almost 3 times more improvement in skin brilliance when you use the AMPOULE, 1.8 times more improvement in hydration, so almost doubling the hydration of your skin, and then 3 times the improvement in skin brightening. So the AMPOULE is incredible, you guys, and I'm excited to use it myself. I haven't gotten the chance to, but it's going to be great. It's going to be epic. Okay, next slide. All right, and then last but not least is the one that we all love, the AHA Facial Peel and Neutralizer. We don't have any changes in this product either, just like the face wash, because like I said, what isn't broken, why fix it? So it still has those 2 steps that are just a nice added thing to your routine just a couple of times a week. Okay, next slide. All right, so I have talked your ears off on how great these products are and the benefits of them and the changes that we've had. And I'm so excited for you guys to be able to participate in the preview really, really soon. Before I pass it off to Jen, I just want to let you guys know that we have these slides available for you guys on the 180 landing page. And we also have created the language versions of them, and we're uploading those to the landing pages as soon as we can. So be looking out for those, because we want to make these slides available to you guys so you can do your own training with your own teams. Okay, so now we're going to hear from Jen Bagby, and she's going to help train you guys on the tool for this wonderful preview. So thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kayla, and happy birthday coming up. So excited about that. I'm super excited to talk to you guys about our leader preview tool. This is the same tool we used for the boost preview, but there are notable changes that I think you guys are going to be very excited about that we wanted to go through during this preview. Go ahead and let's get started. So just to preview the dates when this is, none of this I don't think is new, but I just wanted to go through what we have. Of course, for rubies and above, there's going to be a limit of 20 per ID. For brown rep through lapis, a limit of 5 per ID. We'll start the sharing phase on October 13th, which is a week from today. And a reminder that sharing lasts throughout the entire preview. So sharing is going to last all the way through the 27th. You can always share your allocation and do the things I'm going to train you on here throughout the entire period. Purchasing is going to begin on the 20th. Alice has talked a little bit about if you sell through your full allocation before Friday at 10 a.m., then you're going to get an additional allocation. So you'll double your allocation. So 20 for rubies and then 5 for brown reps through lapis. So super exciting that you can get even more to distribute to those who you are excited to share this with. So, and then purchasing is finalized by the 27th at the end of the day. Let's go ahead and get started on what the tool actually is. So where can you find these preview products? So these are only on newskin.com. Once the sharing window begins on the 13th, when you log into newskin.com, you will see this pop-up come up that you have access to these exclusive products. If you just miss that pop-up, it will always be there at the top of the screen on any screen that you're on newskin.com. So on any page that you're on, it will be a persistent message that you can always find these preview products. They're only on newskin.com though for the preview. Let's go ahead and hit the next slide. So how do you share this, right? So you can purchase your full allocation if you would like, but you can also share this with those in your team and circle of influence. So you're going to go ahead and click on Manage My Product Access. So this is after you've clicked on the product preview from any of the homepage or from any other page, and then go ahead and click on Share Access. Once you click on Share Access, you'll be fed through a process of searching for a person to share this with. I'm going to go through here in just a second, a little bit of what those sharing rules are, but pretty simple, where you can search by name or ID, choose who you're going to share it with, choose the amount you want to share with up to the full allocation, and then go ahead and click on Share to share that. So who can you share with? And this is where there's some changes from Boost. So I want you guys to listen closely. You can share with any Canada ID. So this includes customers and members. And you can search by name only within 6 generations, but you can share with any ID. If you have the ID number, the full ID number, you can share with anyone. So this is before we were locked into just the 6 generations within your team. And those are the only ones you can search by name still. But if you have the ID number, you can share with any ID. So if you, in your organizations, if you kind of want to pass around your allocation and things like that, you do need to search by the ID number, and you can only share it once, which I'll go into a little bit later, but it's definitely a great enhancement. We did this with the collagen launch or preview in the United States, and it was definitely a hit. So I'm excited for that to be available for Canada as well. So let's talk about who you can't share with. Okay, so you can't share with anyone outside of Canada, right? This is a Canada only launch, so it needs to be a Canada ID. If an account has chosen to keep their contact information private in their privacy settings, you actually cannot share with them. Of course, privacy settings can be changed, but that is up to the account owner. So if they have hidden, this will be very much evident to you in VNG and things like that. If they're one of the private people that you see in VNG, you won't be able to share with them unless they change that setting. You also cannot share any allocation that's shared with you, right? So you can only pass it once, if that's the easiest way to put it. You can't reshare. If it's shared with you, you need to purchase it or send it back to the owner and they can share it with someone else. And just a quick note that privacy changes, as always, can be changed in VNG. How can you reclaim product allocation that you sent to someone else? Maybe you just sent it to someone and they haven't purchased yet, and maybe they're out of town and they haven't been able to see it, and you definitely want to use your full allocation, right? So you can go ahead and click on Review Shared Access, that you can see a list of those that you have shared with and kind of the status. Of course, you can only reclaim something that hasn't been purchased. Once it's been purchased, it's definitely not eligible to be reclaimed. But until allocation has been purchased, you can reclaim any amount. So if you want to just take back one or the full amount, you can go ahead and go through this process by hitting reclaim and then going through the process you see here on the screen. In addition of you reclaiming it, the person that you shared it with can return it to you. Perhaps you've shared with them more than they want to purchase, and they can go ahead and send that back to you. The process is the exact same. What you see here on the left will be highlighted based on what you have available, right? So they may see only return product allocation. That's something they can click on. When they go ahead and click on return product allocation, they'll go through a similar process that you've seen to reclaim. Go ahead and go to the next screen, please. So they will see what has been shared with them and be able to return one or all of what's been shared with them to return to the original recipient who shared it with them. Okay, so purchasing, right? So I mentioned sharing is something that happens starting on the 13th and up through the 20th, right? So you can share them. That doesn't necessarily guarantee that they will be able to purchase it, right? Purchasing is still a first come, first serve starting on the 20th, but you can definitely get your allocation out and share it, especially if you want to make sure to try to double your allocation in that first 48 hours. You're going to want to make sure that you get those shared out, right? So purchasing can happen right away on the 20th. Before the 20th, everyone will see that the event starts. This is a screenshot, right? It's not starting January 28th, but it will start on October 20th. And then once 10 a.m. hits on the 20th, the add to cart button will appear and be accessible, and then go ahead and purchase the product. Purchasing is the exact same as you've seen in any other thing that we purchase on newskin.com. So there's nothing different there. Again, only Canadian IDs can purchase shipping to Canada addresses, but that's kind of accomplished in the sharing process. So that's where that is accomplished. Okay, lastly, I just want to keep in mind, this is only on newskin.com. It's not available on my site or product offer. This is a preview, right? When the products are launched later on, they'll be available in all of our purchasing portals, including product offer and on my site. Of course, it's not available on subscriptions here for this preview product, right? That again, saved for when we do a full launch. You can share the product with any ID. That's definitely new, right? It doesn't have to be within just 6 generations. So if you have an ID number that you have received from that individual, you can share that with them. So that I think is a great change. It also includes customers, whereas before we just had members and brand affiliate plus that could purchase that. So I think it's extra incentive that you can get it in some of those customers' hands that you have maybe been talking to. So you can't share with you cannot share with non-Canada ID, right? This is a Canada only preview. You cannot reshare something that's shared with you, right? Like, so you can only share your original allocation that you were given. You can purchase and from others, but you can't share. And then if there's privacy settings set, you definitely we honor those privacy settings, and those would need to be updated in order to be shared. I'm super excited about this tool. It really worked great with our collagen preview, and we're very excited to use it again for the 180 preview. Alice, have there been any questions that I need to answer or anything? I haven't been looking at the chat, but have I answered all the questions?
You pretty much did answer all the questions, and we have been getting a lot of great questions, but all of them are pretty much all answered. So I just want to say, like, hearing all of our new information, the product training, and also the training on the business tool, I just really like that we can share with anyone. So because I know that in the past, there is restriction on you can only share with people that's within your 6th generation. And then there's also the privacy issue. So with this, as long as you have that person's ID number, you are able to share with anyone as long as they are a Canada ID. I really love that. Yeah, so thank you so much, Jen and Kayla, for your training. Before we parting thoughts, before we end our call, we just want to say that we are so excited for this product. We're also very confident that you are able to see great results, very fast results with our 180 system. And preview is a really great opportunity for our leaders or some loyal customers to experience product. And there's one thing that we love the most that we don't really talk enough, that is our before and after pictures. So if you are able to purchase product within the preview, we would love for you to try out the product and also send us your before and after pictures. So make sure, and we want to make sure that we can get everything legally approved, and then we are able to use it, and then you can also use your own before and after picture. That would be so awesome. So if you have any of those, make sure to email it to us to submit@newskin.com. I'll repeat that again, submit@newskin.com. Kayla, if you can type up the email address in the chat, that would be great as well. And we would love to see, we would love to hear your experience and then see how great the product works on you. All right, so that wraps up our call for today. Thank you so much. Oh, actually, sorry, one last thing. I was joking, Eric. We saw some questions on that people are already seeing some 180 on our website. So we want to clarify that is the current version of the 180. The preview version, we won't start selling that until October 20th. And then it is also a package with AMPOULE. So if you have questions from your customer, make sure that you can explain like this is the current version, and then the one with preview is the upgraded and much better, much gentler version. All right, so that's my last comment for the call. Thank you everyone so much for joining us today. We will send out the recording once we finish editing it. All right, we will see you another time. Thank you. Bye.